Hey everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Whizbit's Random Gaming. Now, before we get into today's video, I'd just like to take a minute of your time to let you know about memberships we are currently offering on the channel. Now, these aren't mandatory or anything like that. We'll still provide the content that you've been enjoying since I started the channel. This is just something we offer as a way of supporting the channel, and we hope to use anything that comes in towards giveaways moving forward. We'll leave a link below in the video description. We've also got a Facebook group that I highly encourage anyone to come over and check out. It's a great place to be. It's a safe space for all video game based stuff, so check it out. Anyway, without further ado, let's check out today's video. Right, it's a 6 weeks holiday, so I've got the kids with me. Say hello. Yeah, miserable. Miserable. You can't do nothing. What are you pushing me out the way for? It's my video, get out. Got the other one on this side. So today I'm down in Harrow. I'm going to check out their CEX. Not been down here before. No idea what to expect. I've got a couple of bits that are on my watch list. In particular, quite a few items from a subset that I'm going for. So let's check it out. Harrow on the Hill CEX. Let's see what they've got in store today. Right, so let's check out Harrow on the Hill CEX. Now this one has been on my list of CEXs to visit for some time, but it's a little bit out of the way. But with the 6 weeks holidays in effect now, the kids wanted to jump out on a train with me, so we went out on a little journey and we was going past Harrow, so today seemed like the ideal opportunity. Now, I always, sometimes rightly, sometimes wrongly, judge a CEX by what it's got in the window before I get in the shop. And this one was not too bad. And now that game there, that the Precinct game, is one that I'm interested in, although maybe not right about now. I've got a lot of other games that I'm looking to play. We've got more Switch 2 accessories there. Now, from what I've been told, if you watched last week's video, a lot of the Switch 2 stuff that you'll see in CEX have been brought in brand spanking new by franchise owners. So it's not necessarily a case of people trading in their stuff. So Switch 2 owners, don't panic. People are not thinking it's as bad as some others are saying. Now, as an owner of a Switch 2, even myself, I can't really comment too much on it right now. It's not enough out, but I know it's going to be a great console down the line, which is why I purchased it straight away. Now we go straight inside, and I was quite impressed. It was quite a different layout inside this CEX. Some great retro stuff, as you'll see, some great control pads, and this is one of those rare CEXs in this day and age that also has an upstairs. As I mentioned to you just a minute ago, there's some really good retro stuff in here. As you can see, a good variety of stuff. Some Saturn stuff, some N64 stuff, some really good quality Game Boy stuff as well. That Zelda looks in really good condition. Got a copy of the Chaos engine there on the Mega Drive as well. And I'm not sure how Jonah Lomu ends up in the cabinet, but nevertheless he is there. Streets of Rage on the Master System, not one you see too often. Plenty of PlayStation portals in every CEX that you go to these days. I've even had thoughts at times of trading my one in or selling it. I don't really use it that much, but I've got a feeling that it's going to come in handy at some point in the future. So I've held off for now.
Now, a good variety of PlayStation 3 games, as you can see there. Some of the Marvel stuff, quite expensive now, those Spider-Man games. Also the Captain America and Wolverine ones, they shot up in price really, really quickly. That Zelda box set, it's absolutely huge. I'm not a Zelda fan, so it's not really something that appeals to me. But definitely a brilliant collector's piece, I have to admit that much. Got the Smash Brothers GameCube pad there for the Switch. Reasonable price at £35. And that U Draw Studio, I remember buying that for my wife when the Wii came out originally. It was actually quite fun for about 15 minutes. A really nice selection of handhelds in here. Everything I was looking at today seemed to be really, really good quality, I have to say. No marks, no noticeable marks anyway. Now this SP here really, really piqued my interest. I don't actually own Game Boy SP, but that one looked really nice. Chase HQ on the Master System there. I'm a huge Chase HQ fan. And Super Spike Volleyball there at the top on the NES. I absolutely loved that game growing up. I thought it was brilliant, great two-player fun, and you can also use the Double Dragon characters as well. Now here we have something from Analog. You don't see these too often in any kind of shop, to be quite honest with you. This is the Mega Drive variant, and of course with most, if not all Analog products, the quality is amazing, hence the rather large price tag. Now I had one of those 8-bit DOE controllers. I've traded it in, I think. Not sure if that's in my box of controllers anymore. It's a really good control pad, but I was looking to fund another purchase, hence why I think I traded that one in. Now we go straight upstairs from here on in, and the first thing I check obviously is going to be the Wii U, because yes, I'm still going for that full set, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to find stuff that I need. We're almost getting to the stage, in all honesty, where I'm going to be relying on places like eBay and Vinted to finalize the collection. Now one thing I will say about this shop, the stock was really clean. Like I say, normally in my videos I mention, I touch upon how the Nintendo Wii stuff with their white spines can look absolutely disgusting at times. Not seeing any of that here today. Whether or not they've just got lucky with the stock that they take in, or whether or not they just actually take a little bit of care of what they take in. Either way, it was good to look at. Unfortunately though, no games that I really wanted to pick up on the system itself. Now let's head on over to the OG Xbox, which was just next door on the next shelf. And yeah, I love collecting for this system, so I'm always intrigued to see what we can find. And here we've got a game that a friend of mine, Roy, Mr. Raff, you might know him from the Random Retro podcast, Mr. Unforgettable, he's after Voodoo Vince. So I'm going to be checking that one out for him as we go along. I think I'll pick that one up for him if it's in good condition. Now a bit of a mixed bag here. You've got lots of PSP stuff mixed in with games and UMD movies, and a couple of Vita games just chucked in as well. It's kind of the odds and sods area of the PlayStation handhelds. Yeah, neither system seems to get much love in CEX in terms of quantity of stock. Now the PS2 section, in all honesty, not a great deal here today. There was some good stuff, but yeah, nothing I really wanted. But I was thinking about this one. I don't see it often. 25 to life at £15. The problem was, once I got it up to the counter, there was no manual, and it's not a game I'm desperate for or anything, so I'll leave it today. Possibly going to have some buyer's regret on this one, but yeah, I wasn't going to buy it without the manual. Now, I've just seen something you don't see too often in CEX. Now, I'm lucky enough to have this one, Shinobi, at £28. I think this is a really, really good game. It's really difficult though, so if you pick this one up, be prepared to throw your control pad around and possibly buy a new one. Now, I was going to pick this one up today, but look. Looks like someone's dog has just chewed on it. It's how do you even take this in? Now, I was bigging up this CEX earlier, and you know, and then you get to see this one. It's a real sad state of affairs. I don't know if this happened whilst it was on the shop floor and someone's dog just jumped up. Who knows? But either way, it's I feel sorry for anyone that orders that online and it comes through the door. I think they're going to have real trouble selling a game like that in the shop itself. Now, I haven't picked up anything on the Xbox 360 for some time. Similar to the PS3, I'm running out of stuff to buy. Now, straight away, I saw this one, Dead to Rights, the sequel. Now, I would have picked this one up, but look, top left-hand corner, cover reprint. Get out of here. Not interested. Now, I've come down here today with a subset in mind that I want to start collecting. I've kind of completed the Jak and Daxter one. I think I've got one of the more expensive games to buy in that subset, which I'm going to plan on getting at a gaming market or something like that when I'm out with friends. Stay tuned to the channel. We've got a huge video coming up when we all go down to Cardiff. There's a bunch of us going down there. That's going to be a great time. More details as and when nearer the time. Let's be honest, I haven't got anything planned apart from my hotel. But anyway, back to the subset here, and I'll let you guess. I kind of gave you a clue with saying Jak and Daxter. It's a similar genre of game, and it spans across the PlayStation 2 upwards. So I'm going to be trying to go for the full set on those, and hopefully I can get a couple of those games today whilst I'm down here. Now, I did check the CEX app, and there did seem to be quite a few of those games in stock. So it's all going to be very dependent on what the covers are like, etc, on what I pick up today. Now, what a fantastic game we've got here. Andre Dunos 2, or Andre Dunos 2, however you want to pronounce it. Regardless, it's brilliant. If you see that game, pick it up. If you can't find a physical copy, I highly recommend still purchasing that one in digital form. It's really cheap, both formats, and it's possibly one of the best shmups I've played in recent years. Now, just below the Switch section, we stick with the Nintendo theme, and we've got some GameCube games here. And to be honest, more GameCube games than I've seen on the shelf and not in a cabinet for some time. Now on the PS5, I am considering Alan Wake 2. The price is dropping on that. Once that hits the £25 mark, which I'm sure it will at some stage, I'm all over Alan Wake 2. So has anyone guessed that subset that I'm going for yet? I'm sure you have now. Now on the PS4, I'm kind of looking for some really obscure stuff, some shmups, fighting games, platformers, something like that. And you've got to be really lucky when you go into CEX these days to find anything like that. You tend to find your pretty basic standard games that are on the shelf in every shop, shall we say. Although here is a game I'm not familiar with. Now this doesn't look bad. I'm going to go home, do a little bit more research on it, because I've already got a couple of games in my hands today that I'm going to be picking up. So with the amount that I've picked up, I'm not going to take too many risks otherwise. Anyway, let's get into today's pickups. That copy of Voodoo Vince on the OG Xbox was in really good condition. It had the manual, so yeah, I picked that one up for Roy. I still need to get into my own copy of that a lot more than I have done. I played it for a couple of hours and it's a really enjoyable game. I'm not quite sure why I stopped. It's just one of those things, life gets in the way. But yeah, highly recommend a Voodoo Vince if you're an OG Xbox collector. There's not too many copies of it around, and at the price that it goes for, £12, I have to say this is a really good bargain. Now my son wanted a game as well today, so I bought this one for him. Hello Neighbor. He's had this about 3 times. He keeps trading it, but he said to me he's got the urge to play it again. So picked up Hello Neighbor for him on the Xbox. I went home and played this game with him. And I'll be honest, it's an absolute mess of a game. I'm not quite sure what kids see in this one. I saw no fun in it whatsoever. Now onto the subset that I'm going for. You probably guessed it, yeah, it's Ratchet and Clank. So I picked up 2 Ratchet and Clank games today, and I've been reliably informed that I've probably picked up the 2 worst games in the whole subset. And that is Q-Force here, and we'll see the next one in a moment, but it doesn't matter. I picked them up because they was in really good condition, and obviously going for the subset, I'm buying them all anyway, so it don't really matter what kind of order I pick them up in. Now I've been told that the 2 that I've picked up are a massive drastic change from the normal formula of the games, and that's okay. Like most game collectors, I don't plan on playing most of these games anyway. It's not something we should say out loud, but yeah, come on, if you're a game collector, let's be honest, do you buy these games to play? Now we got this one as well, Ratchet and Clank All for One. Again, like I said, I've been informed it's a drastic change from the platforming formula, but I've got 3 or 4 Ratchet and Clank games now. Gives me a decent base to work on, and hopefully I'm going to start going through the entire subset in the upcoming weeks. Now, like I said, we've got a big trip, a few of us all going down to Cardiff gaming market, which is going to be on the channel, so keep an eye out for that one in October. Yeah, so I'm going to plan on picking up a lot of those games at the market. Now, I picked this one up. I don't know why, to be honest with you. I was talking to my friend James about this game and the movie itself a little while ago and how bad it is. And the game itself isn't one you see too often. So, you know, it was £8, which isn't a bad price, and it's just one for the collection. I don't know, maybe the Green Lantern will have some sort of massive return to form or something, minus Ryan Reynolds, and this game might go up and I might be able to sell it and fund it for a better game. Who knows? I highly doubt it though. So anyway guys, that was Harrow on the Hill CEX. Now I was particularly impressed. I thought it was a really good shop. The staff were very friendly. Great stock all around as well. Definitely a lot of the stuff that you will see in most CEXs, but that's commonplace everywhere you go now. Anyway, as always guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.